Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection, and then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of valuing my toy collection and value some toys. Well, in today's episode, we're going to value some Lalaloopsy dolls. We'll start with this one called Yoki Kimono. She's worth $200, and she's the most valuable one we have. And then this one's called Dottie Gale Wins, kind of like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, and she's worth $100. This one is called Cloud E Sky, and she's worth about $50 because she has a little mark through her name at the bottom. One of the discount stores did that. And then this one's called Spot Splatter Splash, and she's worth $115. Next we have Crumb Sugar Cookie. She's worth about $30. She's still fairly new. And then next to her we have Kendall Slice O Cake, and she's worth $45. She's really cute. Her dress is kind of like a birthday cake. Next we have some mermaid dolls. We have Ocean Sea Breeze Bubbly Mermaid worth $35, and then Laguna Sea Splash Bubbly Mermaid also worth $35. These are still pretty new, so they'll eventually increase in value. Then we have this cool alien one. She's called Haley Galaxy, and she's worth $75. And then we have this one called Forest Evergreen, and he's worth $85. Here's one of the silly hair ones called April Sunsplash. She's worth about $25. And this one's called Tippy Tumbelina Loopy Hair, and she's worth $65. And then we have another Cloud E Sky with an open front box, and she's worth about $28. And then we have Peanut Big Top Dance With Me, and she's worth $60. Then we have one called Pix E Flutters, and she's worth $40. And then next to her, we have one called Jewel Sparkles, worth about $45. Then we have this $2 set called Princess Party with Crumpet Hearts and Teacup Hearts. And it's worth $65 for the set. And then next to it, we have a doll called Dot Starlight, and she's worth about $25. And then we have some of these large plush dolls. They're called Pillow Time Pals, and they're worth $15 each. And we have two of those, so that's another $30 we can add to our grand total. I have this little girl's Lalaloopsy purse worth about $8. Then we have these dolls called Littles, and this is Sprinkle Spice Cookie worth $20, Bundle Snuggle Stuff worth $20, Breezy Sky worth $20, and Giggly Fruit Drops is valued at $300 on eBay, but I'm going to say $125. We have an imitation one called Dizzy Doo. She's worth $27. And then this little Lizzie Scraps Pom Pal worth $8. Then we have these little individual packs of clothing for the littles, and they're valued at about $7 each according to eBay. I actually got these about a year ago at Dollar Tree for $1.25. I have these curly hair dolls called Lalaloopsy Girls, and this one's Peanut Big Top. She's worth a big old $40. And then this one is another Lalaloopsy Girls. It's Pix E Flutters, and she's worth $60. You see, I paid $10 for it at a discount store. And then we have this one called Crump Sugar Cookie, and she's worth $50. These guys are really collectible. Now this one, the smart one, is called B Spells a Lot, and she's worth $70. And then this one, Spot Splatter Splash, worth $50. And then we have this loose one here that's worth about $20. And the little loose pony that's worth about $10. We'll get into all these minis. This is the Sweets Fair mini 3-pack. It's worth $27. And then this mini Prince Handsome and Cinder slippers is worth $68. And then we have the Loopy Hair Spot Splatter Splash. She's worth $23. The Silly Sleepover family set's worth about $40. And then another Loopy Hair, a Peanut Big Top's worth $20. And then a Loopy Hair Jewel Sparkles is also worth $20. Boy, that was a mouthful trying to get all that out. All right, then Tippy's Ballet Recital's worth about $25. And then the B Spells a Lot minis worth about $25. These are very collectible. The Mittens Fluff and Stuff is worth $25. And then Pillow Featherbed is worth $27. And then we have the Dot Starlight Mini. She's worth $28. And the Jewel Sparkles is worth $25. The Crumb Sugar Cookie is worth $25. And the Spot Splatter Splash Mini is worth $28. Then we have this Noel North Pole Mini. She's worth $22. And a Peanuts Big Top Mini who's worth $30. And then we have this Lalaloopsy Ponies. This is Mallow, and she's worth $20. And then we have a loose one of the girls, and she's a 10-inch doll worth about $13. And then when I was packing everything up, I started gathering all these little minis, and there's so many of them. I'm just going to do a video of all of them so I can kind of have a record of all the ones we have, because that's why I'm doing these videos. But we have 29 of these Lalaloopsy minis, and they're worth about $6 each. So that's about $174 we can add to our grand total. And then one of these actually, it's in a Lalaloopsy. It's a little mermaid that's worth about $4. And then you can see over the years, we've just collected a ton of these inside the big doll house. So let's see if we can value these. This first mermaid's worth $15. The dark pink's worth $18. And the blue one's worth $25. And this light blue one's called Ivory Ice Crystal, worth $30. The purple hair in her pajamas is worth $20. The pink haired one's worth $20. The blue hair with a white vest is worth $22. African American blonde is worth about $15. These with the yarn hair are called Loopsy hair dolls. We have 4 of these, and they're worth $20 each. So that's another $80 we can add to our grand total. Of a Tippy Thumbelina worth $20, and a pink haired African American doll worth $25. Another pink hair with a cherry dress is worth $30, and the one with the nautical dress is worth $25. Pink and orange doll's worth about $20, and this long striped one is called Princess Anise. She's worth $25. The blonde is $20, and then this last one is worth $30. The dark-haired Snowy Ferris is worth $20. The pink-haired's worth $25. The pink one's worth $25, and the bright pink one's also worth $25. This candy cane one with the pet's worth $28, and then the pink curls with the poodle is worth $30, and then this pink and orange one with the pet is worth $25. This silly hair doll's worth $20, and this orange haired one's worth about $15, and then the pink hair is worth about $25. This orange haired's worth about $15, and the brunette with the cowboy dress on is worth $25, and the blonde with the elf clothes is worth about $20. We have some loose pets. This little dog is worth about $8. And then we have a little raccoon. He's worth about $8. And then we have a cat. He's worth about $8. And then we have this little square pet, and he's worth about $6. Then we have this little green hair doll. She's worth about $20. This crazy white hair doll with a blue dress is worth about $20. And this long leg princess doll, she's worth about $25. And we have one more loose pet here. This is like a little beetle or a ladybug, worth about $8. And then we have 5 of these baby Lalaloopsy dolls, which are called Littles, and they're worth about $10 each. So that's another $50 we can add to our grand total. We have this orange plastic couch that goes to the dollhouse. It's worth $15. And this little ride-on horse for the dolls, it's worth $20. And then we have these Littles in their sleeping bags, and they're worth $20 each. And then we have the giant Lalaloopsy dollhouse for the big 12-inch dolls. My nephew PJ actually put this together for me. He did a great job, and it's worth about $75. And then over here in the Lalaloopsy section, we have this random Ever After doll. It's a 28-inch Madeline Hatter doll, and she's worth $130. That was a nice surprise. And then we have all kinds of miscellaneous things we need to add to the end of this video, like this big palm tree with banana bunches. That's worth about $60. And then some random stuff. We have a G.I. Joe, what is this, a Kiko figure. She's worth about $14. And then a Sophia the First figure worth about $5. Ariel's worth about $3. And Elsa's worth about $3. Little Valentine's box from Wish is worth about $1. And we're going to open up this Encanto set, so it's worth about $6. And this Monster High little stage I'm going to use as a backdrop for dolls is probably only worth about $10 in this shape. Then we have some new Valentine Star Wars Funko figures. Princess Leia, like a chocolate Leia. She's worth about $18. I just got her today on the Valentine's clearance. And Han Solo, he's worth about $18 as well. Then I got these on clearance too. They're teddy bears. They're huge. They're gummy bears, and they're worth about $10 each. So we have 6 of those. So that's another $60 we can add to our overall total. And then we use this as a table actually for the Lalaloopsy dollhouse, but in fact it's the Sophia the First dollhouse in a box not put together. It's worth about $150. Then I have these 2 giant plushes, this snail that's worth about $20 and a lizard that's also worth about $20. And then we have these Hatchimals, they're worth about $7, $8 each. I'll say $7 each. And then this little Vampirina figure that's worth about $20 still in the package, and Sisu from the Raya, who's worth about $7. Had these little grass mats we're going to use for dollhouse, that's worth about $6, and this table that's worth about $50. We have to add up everything to get to our big total. Well, with our previous 163 videos of value on my toy collection, our grand total was $476,765. Then when we add up all these Lalaloopsy dolls and some miscellaneous items, we can add another $4,032 to our total. So that means with this being our 164th video of value in my toy collection, our grand total so far is $480,797. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm off to make some more toy videos to value all my toy collection. If you want to follow this journey of mine and see the toys up close, you can follow me on Facebook under the Toy Vault of Mississippi.